No, before yeah with them on Jesus.
Ambassador for the top. Papa jump, Papa jump. Papa jump, Papa jump.
No, before yeah with them on Jesus. My country problem is by Jesus. Because now we be our own problem. Now who do God easy now?
Ambassador for the top. Papa jump, Papa jump.
Money there, it come major. When it is up, come there. So I open it to do. You go do when the people so cool. You go do money you want to. You go do so I open it to do.
Papa jump, Papa jump, Papa jump.
Eh. And I see the shine. As the reflection,
Wait. Yeah, wait. Stop that. Wait. Ambassador for the top. When I say Papa jump. My people self they fear too much. We fear to think we not see. One day our love us to find. We always got something to fear. You did fear. You no go fear. You didn't fear. Fear. I'm president for the show. Papa jump. Wagwan, beautiful people. How are you doing? Karibuni sana to another episode of the African Diary Show. My name is Katie and Karibuni sana once again. This is the Black Hot Fire Network in case you're there joining us for the first time. And to all the silent listeners, Karibuni as well. And I hope today you will get to interact with me. And do let me know how your day is coming along, how you is it the 4th? Yes, the 4th day of May is coming along. Karibuni sana once again. ICK Williams in the building and some other 4 people in the building. How are you doing? Get to interact with me and do let me know how is your Thursday coming along. ICK Williams is saying peace and happiness to you, KT. Peace and happiness to you too, K. Williams is saying the time here is 7:50 a.m. Listening from Karibu sana, K. Williams. The time here is 2:53 p.m. and it is actually 7 minutes to 3 p.m. right here in Nairobi. But karibuni sana, and I hope your Thursday is coming along great. It is finding you at great health and peace as well. We are at 24 degrees Celsius. Yes, I can say today we are happy. No pullovers, no jackets. I'm excited. You don't know how I was waiting for this weather. You don't know how I was waiting to take hot pictures in the sun. But anyway, karibuni sana. On today's episode, we shall be focusing on black expats leaving other African countries for other African countries. And one of the things, one of the major reasons how we're seeing this, I think it's because these people are not accepted in these African countries. For instance, we've seen what happened in Ghana. We saw even those the Ghanaians demolishing houses of black expats in Ghana, and it is crazy. And it is crazy being Africa in Africa, being an African in Africa. It is crazy that now we have Africans who are always fighting Africans because they have returned back home. But anyway, that will be our main focus of the day, because I have realized that Rwandans are living not Rwandans, black expats who have relocated to Rwanda are actually living Rwanda to other or for other African countries, and we shall get to see why is this. Why do you think that now we have black expats leaving Rwanda for other African countries? We shall get to see that as we continue with our show for today. ICK Williams is saying it is raining here. Please make sure you keep warm. If you want my beanie, I'll lend you one in case you want, and also my gloves I'll lend you. Yes, but make sure you keep warm. And I just say rain is a blessing. Rain is a blessing. And yes, keep on reminding these people to smash the like button as they come in. But karibuni sana to everybody who is there, here. Please get to interact with me. Do let me know, how is your day today? How is your Thursday today? And also, please make sure you get to interact with me regarding the same topics we shall be having. I want you to let me know, what do you think, or why do you think that the black expats are leaving Rwanda for other African countries? We shall get to find out why later as we carry on with our show for today. But I want to hear from you. I just want to hear your thoughts as we continue, because I have 2 videos to share. We shall be talking about that throughout our show. So please make sure you keep it interactive with me. Please make sure, in case you have something to tell me, make sure you keep it 100 and bring it to me. But we're going back to the music. I started off the show with an amazing jam done by Burna Boy, Collateral Damage. I hope you did get to jam onto it. And now we're going back to the music. This is still Burna Boy. The jam is spiritual. I hope you get to jam onto it. But do remember, we are coming back here with the motivational quote of the day. In case you have that motivational quote of the day you'd love to share with us, feel generous enough for you to share that quote with us. But anyway, get to interact with me. Do remember, we are live and interactive on our media handles. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, everywhere at Black Hot Fire Network, and you will find us. We are always live and interactive. If you don't catch us now, I don't know. But anyway, get to interact with me. This is Burna Boy. The jam is spiritual. Do remember, I told you we are coming back with a quote of the day. In case you have a quote of the day you'd love to share with me, or rather with the rest of the people in the building, please make sure you do. Jero Mosquito, I see you. You're not jamming unless there's a bread. You're trying to be funny. So when you start to move, then I go start to love you. Spiritual, my spiritual. Spiritual, mine spiritual. My quote of the day says, believe in yourself and anything is possible. Believe in yourself and anything is possible.
Just to show you that I'm for real. You know it's not hard to find me. I've been on the road and been a slow down, but I run with the program.
Jerome Mosquito, I thought we finished this debate. Okay, my cape is Chicago Bulls, or rather Red Bulls. Yes, Red Bulls, Chicago Bulls. I think it's the same thing. They are all the same thing. Not Red Bull, the energy drink though.
I know they find their trouble. I know they find their trouble. I just the chase my house. See when you start that when you move, then the start that they love you.
Yes, welcome back. That is a Banner Boy, and the jam is a spiritual. I hope you did get to jam onto it, but General Mosquito decided not to jam because there's no bread. But anyway, karibuni sana once again. And as we go back to the main focus of the day, I told you today we shall be talking, and also we shall be discussing why Black expats are leaving Rwanda, because I've seen people are leaving Rwanda. These people, the African Americans, when they come back to Africa, we're not accepting these people. I don't know why. I don't know what is wrong with our African people. We saw the incident that happened in Ghana, where even their houses were being burnt. I don't know what is wrong with African people, but we shall get to see why is it difficult for African people to accept their African people who are tracing their homes back. I don't know what is wrong with us, but anyway, let's get to some video here as we continue with our show for today, so that we can get the reasons why is it that people who are coming back to their continent are being they are not being accepted in their continent. I don't know, but I've seen a huge number of Black expats leaving Rwanda for other African countries. Why is so? Why is it that Black expats are leaving Rwanda for other African countries? But remember, it is not only in Rwanda. We've seen, as I'm saying, in Ghana. Not only in Ghana, we've seen even in other African countries, we have places where you'd find a Black American person, or rather an African American who has decided to come back to Africa. But now when they land to Africa, they are not treated as equal. They are not treated right, because African people are not accepting them back to now Africa. I don't know why. I wonder what level of hatred is this, because I mean, you can welcome a Chinese, but you cannot welcome your own. You can welcome the Europeans, but you cannot welcome your own. What is the difference between these two people? Because I still don't understand. Because, what is the difference between you welcoming a Chinese and the difference between you welcoming your own brother and sister, a person who is like you, a person of the same race with you? I don't understand what is wrong with Africans. And I keep on saying, Africans, our mentality is so damaged, man. It is too damaged. For we've been put in a place where we to a point that we're not even accepting our own people back to the continent. This is why we're seeing so many African Americans not returning to Africa, because they are afraid of now the harsh treatment they are getting here in Africa. But anyway, let's find out why black expats are leaving Rwanda for other Africans. For other African countries. This is the first video I'd love to share with you. And I hope you'll get to enjoy it as we continue with our show today, and also as we get to see why are these people leaving Rwanda, what is wrong with Rwanda, and why would you want to leave Rwanda? Because one, we know Rwanda is one of the best countries to be right here in Africa. Rwanda, Kigali actually has the most or is the most cleanest city in Africa, and right now we're seeing people from Kigali to other African countries. Why is this? But I see General Mosquito, you're saying, okay, so the Chicago Bulls are also called Red Bulls too. Yes, they are also Red Bulls. I just realized that early in the morning. I didn't know about that. I was like, why is everybody calling my Cape Red Bull? And I know this is Chicago Bulls. But anyway, I decided to do my research, and I realized that Red Bulls is the same as Chicago Bulls, but not the energy drink. But I see Kay Williams is saying, what's up, brother? They know Chicago Bulls only. Yes, we know Chicago Bulls only, but we also know Red Bull. And I see Kid, you're saying, because of self-hate, Katie. Yes, I believe it is because of self-hate. And also, when these people come to Africa, we feel like now they're trying to compete with us. We see them as competition, while we should not see our black people as competition. We're not trying to compete on this planet. We're not trying to compete in Africa. We're trying to be brothers and sisters. But now when these people come, we find them or we see them as competition to us, because these people are from America. They're speaking pure English. You know that. By the way, in Africa, this is where you'll find one of the dumbest or so many dumb reasons to make you feel jealous of somebody. Like these people are speaking fluent English. These people, oh my God, you'll be tired of Africans sometimes. You'll be tired of these black people feeling like you're there to compete with them. But anyway, I see Kid, you're saying, exactly, 100%, Katie. And also I see K. Williams is saying, damn, Rwanda showing off now to give up. Yes, I see damn, Rwanda showing off now to give I give up. Yes, Rwanda is showing off. But I see General Mosquito is saying, Katie, I'm from the continent and they don't even accept me. It has nothing to do with being America. I don't think okay, at this point we're talking about black expats. These are people who migrated maybe from maybe they came from America, maybe they came from Europe, and they came to settle in Africa. But when they land here, they expect us to love them, and we should love them, because this is what we should do. We should love them, right? But right now, we're seeing that now these people are not being accepted. They are received with so much hatred, so much anger, and so much jealousy, and it should not be like that. But I see, I don't know why, General Mosquito, you're not accepted in Africa. In Africa, I don't know why you're not accepted. But I've also seen this. There are so many African people with damn reasons to hate you, But anyway, that doesn't even hinder you from being Africa. At the end of the day, you are African. But I see K. Williams is saying, I've seen videos that with a lot of Americans leaving Rwanda, they are messing up a big time because they have businesses over there. They are employing them. And I see General Mosquito, you're saying, extreme poverty makes people wicked, scheming and conniving. But I see Kid, you're saying, yes, General Mosquito would be an expert too, Katie. Yes, Yes, this is now what I'm talking about. Black expats coming to Africa and they are received with so much hatred. I don't know why is this, but anyway, we are about to find out one of the reasons why, or the bigger reasons why we have black expats are leaving Rwanda for other African countries. Let's get to watch this video as we keep on interacting. Make sure you keep it interactive on the chat room. Keep on telling me, what do you think about this, or what are your thoughts regarding this?
You cannot leave Rwanda, and you can't express why you left Rwanda. Ah, how dare you leave Rwanda and talk about it on YouTube? No! All right, everyone, welcome back to Anton's class. On today's brief episode, I'm just going to be addressing the last video that I made. Not the last video, it's one of the previous videos that I made, which was about why I left Rwanda. You can go ahead and click up there. All right, I wanted to come to you guys because it seems to me that there is an issue in the diaspora community whenever someone discusses any issues that they had while living in a country in Africa, all right, and why they left or why they decided to relocate. All right, so with my video about why I left Rwanda, I've run into some backlash from Afro-Americans who are living there and a few Rwandese people as well who are not happy that I left, apparently, and would rather I did not express my grievances. Okay, and I did it in a very respectful way. Okay, of course, if you haven't seen that video, you should go and watch it. I'm not going to go into details why I left, of course, because that's what that video was there, but I just wanted to talk to you guys, my fellow diasporans and my Anton's class community. If someone expresses their personal experience, that is their personal experience, all right? Everything is not always going to be rainbows and butterflies and sunshine. That's not how life works. So if I've expressed my experiences and it's not 100% positive, doesn't mean that I hate Rwanda. It doesn't mean that I think Rwanda is a terrible place to live. I went there and I had an experience or a set of experiences which led me to decide, hey, let me go check out some other places. That's all. When you go house hunting, you don't choose the first house that you look at normally. You go and explore houses and you compare pros and cons. Well, that's the same with me when I decided to visit an African country and I decided to repatriate to Africa. I explored my options. The first was Rwanda. I decided I didn't want that house, so I left to Namibia, which is where I am now. All right. So, but I've noticed here on the YouTube community that diasporan community here on YouTube really takes issue when people express anything that is remotely negative. All right. Even if it's done respectfully, it's almost as if you cannot say or express anything remotely negative about a country in Africa, or the community here on YouTube is going to attack you, insult your intelligence. You guys can go check that video and look at the comments. Attempting to insult my intelligence. Well, you must not be smart then if you left Rwanda. Really? Well, you shouldn't express.
Actually, this is not the first person I'm seeing talking about leaving Rwanda. I have several videos that I'm about to show you. So many people talking about them leaving Rwanda. Why did they leave? And so many people are leaving Rwanda. I don't know why, but we are about to find out. I don't want to tell you why, but we are about to find out. Why is it now there? Is it hard for black expats being in Rwanda? But do remember, in Rwanda, they have so many rules and regulations. In case you don't follow them, of course, you have to leave the country or rot in prison.
Opinions that way. Seriously? Again, it's my experience. Everyone is entitled to have their own experience, and your experience is valid. I won't be silenced by someone because they didn't appreciate that I left Rwanda. All right. But that I didn't have the perfect experience there. Life is not black and white, and life is not always rainbows and sunshine. We all know that. We all know that. So my channel is about being authentic. It's about sharing my personal experiences to better prepare you should you decide to relocate to Africa. If you watch my videos, you will say, okay, these are the pros and the cons. I'm not just going to give you pros. There are some channels who only want to give you pros, and I'm not here to do that. All right, I'm not trying to hoodwink anyone. I want the Anton's class community to be prepared.
Karibu sana kid.
Asante sana there, Katie. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. Why do you sound so down, so low?
I don't sound down. I'm just taking it easy. I'm chilling.
You just chilled.
I'm just chill, taking everything in that the young man is saying, and he's got the right. That's the problem with African people. They think other people don't got the right to express how they feel about certain things. And the fact is that even though Rwanda is nice, it is almost like a police state. Shout out to Cammy. When I sent them there, Cam was like, "Oh my God, Cam, things are nice. Keep them in Rwanda, but oh my God, it's like a police state. You can't say nothing. Same kind of freedom Katie and Joby express on the internet. That's not allowed in Rwanda. You're not allowed to criticize Kagame in Rwanda."
And this is why so many black expats would not survive in Rwanda.
Yeah, because we can't keep quiet.
Talking.
That's right.
They can't keep quiet. They love talking and they talk about
That's right.
And
That's
they
right.
express themselves in our,
right.
in Africa, we're very soft spoken. But in America, you speak things direct. You even don't know how to filter words.
We don't know how to keep our mouth shut, Katie.
And then you don't even know how to filter. Even if you're talking about
exactly. Katie is so smart. Katie is so exactly. We do not know how to filter. We don't know how to exactly. We're so smart. Katie's so smart. We don't know how to filter. That is so true. We'll just blab out the whole truth. Next you know, somebody be knocking at our door. What's going on? We're locking your ass up. That's what's going on.
Yes, but anyway, let's hear what this guy had to say about Rwanda.
For come what may. And of course, this is my experience, as I always say in my videos. This is my experience. This is my experience. However, it can potentially help you. Because you may go and have a similar experience, or you may go and have a totally different experience, okay? But I want to let you know I did do my research before going into Rwanda. And it wasn't just me. There were two of us who met there, who went there together. One was from Nigeria, my friend, and then myself. We're two independent individuals, and we both did independent research. One is African and had his entire life in Africa, and mine was abroad in America. So these are two different individuals with different backgrounds, different perspectives, who went to Rwanda and both decided to leave Rwanda. Okay, this was not an independent experience. This was two separate people, because some people's argument was, well, you're not African and African Americans are weak and they don't know what they're talking about and they complain too much and you think you know it all. No, it wasn't just me.
You're told to shut up. You complain too much.
You complain too much.
Yeah, you complain too much. You African people supposed to shut up and suffer. We suffer in poverty. We suffer with people
even in other places. What do you mean? You have to complain.
I know you should, but they don't think, African people told you not, especially Rwanda, told not to complain. Shut your mouth and you do what you're told to do. Keep your head down. Don't just say a damn thing. So what he's saying, shout out to you, brother. You never get me no place. Tell me to shut the fuck up. I'm overthrowing the government. What are you talking about?
Okay, so criticism is good. It's what helps us grow as a people. It's what helps us grow as a community.
Exactly.
It's especially constructive criticism. And what I gave was my experience. I said in the video, Rwanda's a great country, a fantastic place. I think you should visit. All those things are true, and those are my opinions still. Someone might think Rwanda's a horrible place to live and to visit even. No country is perfect. Nobody is perfect. Rwanda has room for improvement. Namibia has room for improvement. America has room for improvement. I left America. America's not a perfect country. But we need to get to a space where we allow criticism, especially constructive criticism. I'm not some Westerner who looks down on Africa. I'm living in Africa. I went to Rwanda to live there, okay, and to promote the country. I may end up back there someday. All right.
No, you won't. They lock your ass up.
Space. We are able to.
No, you won't. They know you.
Constructive.
You ain't moving back no Rwanda. Lock your ass up.
Make the video to trash Rwanda or to trash the country or to trash the people. Rwanda is a beautiful country. The people there.
Yeah, that's fun. It's not just for Rwanda, dude. Every African gets mad about you talking about their country because they won't fix the shit. They like living in poverty and despair. If I'm in Ghana, I say something about Ghana. People get mad at me. If I'm in Kenya, I say something about Kenya. The Kenyans will get mad. If I'm in Nigeria, saying something about Nigeria, they'll get mad. It'll be the same old shit. Instead of saying, hey, is what he's saying true? Is what he's saying correct? Oh, I don't care if it's correct.
Kay Williams is saying that we want you to suffer in silence like us.
Yeah, they want us to suffer in silence. And Katie's got such a good mind. She understood that the African American doesn't have a filter. That is so true. That we don't not keep our mouth shut at times because we're unfiltered. In parts of Africa, that's dangerous. So, like that's why you guys hear Maria say certain things, and you guys will say, no, I can't, because she knows she can't say it in Uganda because they're listening to her ass. Go ahead.
People there are wholesome. The people there are unified. The people there are growing. They're learning. Rwanda is becoming a powerhouse in the African continent and in the world. I fully support people who want to visit there and move there. Like I said, and I'll say it again, I may end up back there someday. Okay? But I decided to leave. My business partner friend and I both decided to leave to search for a different experience. Sorry, my little bird friends are outside. I have the door open because it's beautiful. I feed those birds. Anyways, Namibia right now is the place for me. Have you found the place for you?
Let me take you to
Anton's class is about
that is explaining why these people are leaving Rwanda instead.
Yeah, because he just babbling on about nothing shit. Yeah, I think those guys are in Kenya right now. I think they're in Kenya right now.
These ones.
Yeah, those guys right there. They're in Kenya right now.
Okay.
The residential tourists, we've been here for 2 years and we've seen many of them actually come. However, we also have seen many of them leave.
But I think they're just visiting Kenya. I think they're just visiting Kenya. I think they still live in Rwanda, but I think they're visiting Kenya right now. I've seen a couple of their videos.
Yeah, I've seen also a couple of their videos. They live in Rwanda. It's been 2 years for them to.
Okay.
Why is that? Watch this video while we share some of that information with you. Meanwhile, please be sure, subscribe, like, share, and comment. Mamuji, we thought that we would sit among the people today and share with you some good stuff. As you may already know, as the residential tourists, we've been here in Kigali, Rwanda for 2 years now. That's a blessing. Truly, truly a blessing. We're thankful. We're grateful for that. In this short period of time, we've seen a lot. We've seen a lot, right? Just like many who are here as far as expats, particularly black expats, we were among that migration, if you will, right? That came. And since we've been here, we've been seeing even more coming, coming.
A lot of them came because of this channel.
That's very true. We didn't plan it that way, but it just kind of happened that way, and we're so humbly grateful for that.
But because of that, and we're noticing some of them not staying here too long.
They're not.
We decided that we had to make sure that we are being 100% transparent.
The channel name, Jim Mosquito, the channel name is Two Big Head Niggas in Rwanda.
Really? Really?
About
I couldn't help myself, Katie. I'm
From my
sorry.
perspective,
General Mosquito is the residential tourist. But the kid.
from our experience,
From our
right?
experience.
That's the only thing we can really
and
do.
experience also of those that have come, now they done left.
And they left, from what we've seen and what they've actually directly shared with us, right? So why? Why the hype, I guess? I don't want to use that word. That just seems like it's really, really false because, everything that you research and you learn about as it relates to Rwanda checks off. We've said that. It checks off, right? But again, some of the things that we mentioned also is that some things you just can't research. You have to come and you have to actually experience it for yourself. And that's the gamble because you don't know. You don't know how it's going to work in your favor or against you. And so some find it favorable, where we're seeing for many, not so much. So we want to know and we want to talk about.
You got to understand that Rwanda is a easy transformation. That part is easy. You don't really go into major culture shocks. You don't have to pretty much forget everything that you've been taught in life and who you
Because
are.
it's developed.
You don't to try to adapt and come into a culture. It's an easy transformation on that level. That part is true. You can come in. You can get your business license real easy, 6 hours, like you told.
You bear witness.
You could come in and get affordable housing, cheaper than the States.
You bear witness.
And you can definitely come in and just pretty much adapt to the regular life of Rwandans and expats and many other cultures that are here. That part is easy.
Yeah.
There's no misconception on that. It's easy.
The part that
Not
ain't
at all.
easy,
So now,
you're keeping your goddamn mouth shut.
Provided you're keeping your mouth shut, you're not talking about
Right.
I'm suffering, or this and this is happening, this is not right, because you must you'll be kicked out of there or you'll rot in prison. But anyway, what I understand from these videos, I've come across so many of them. And by the fact I decided to do this topic today, it's because I've seen so many people talking about why am I leaving Rwanda? And one of the biggest thing is there's hostility. Like, yes, there's hostility. Like the Rwandese people, now the people who belong in Rwanda or the people they found in Rwanda are not accepting them fully. They are like telling them, you're not African, you came from America, you're not African, you should go back. You're not African, you should go back to America. Like they have been receiving a lot of hostility and hatred.
Rwanda.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And you know, it is actually, I think it is even worse in other countries like Ghana. We saw Ghana, what they did. Because now in Rwanda, what actually unifies people, it's because they speak a common language. Their common language is English.
Yeah, but why don't they never tell the Chinese or the Indians to go back, Katie? Why do African people never tell the Indians and the Chinese to go back. Make it make sense. Help me, Katie.
It doesn't
Help,
make sense. It
help
doesn't make
me.
sense.
Help
You
me. Help me and these two big head niggas make it make sense.
it doesn't make sense. But in Africa, like people are not ready to accept their people back, and also like there's some type of jealousy we have with the now African people. When now these Africa American people come back to the continent, we find them as competition. These people are coming here; they have money, we don't have money, so you start becoming jealous towards them, and now this is one of the reasons also we have people migrating from Rwanda to other African countries, because in Rwanda there's so much hostility, so much now hatred. But
Wow.
imagine this is in Rwanda. Now imagine how worse it is in other African countries, because in Rwanda these
Yeah.
people speak English, but in Kenya
Yeah.
we speak Swahili, we speak so many other
Languages.
mother tongue languages,
Yeah.
and now imagine you're here, you only speak English. It is crazy.
Yeah.
It is crazy. It is crazy. I don't know what is wrong with African people, but I think it is also the brainwashing, because I think
It
they have
is.
grown
It
knowing
is.
that these people in America, they don't belong to Africa. And this is
It
why
is.
now they are finding it very hard to accept them back in the continent.
It is. That is.
It is
That's true.
hmm But let's continue with
Let's just look at it for what it is, okay?
The same
Let's
tribalism.
let's break it down, okay? And we're gonna break it down according to our own experience being here, as well as shared experience of others who we know directly, who have decided to say, you know what, we're gone, we're leaving. Some that have already gone, and some who are in the process of actually leaving. And so
So this is a collaboration of information that we've collected.
absolutely.
It's not just the Muhammad's information, because it's really some of their issues is not our issues.
Right.
So this is a collab of information of
To other
truthfully our
people.
friends that have
We
come
get it.
and that are now going to leave, or they're going to another African country.
Right.
So
So now,
See, I never
number
been to
okay?
Rwanda, even though I had Nish and them go, and I had Spikes and Cammy go a couple times. And like I said, Cammy being very smart too. She's like, yeah, it's developed and it's orderly, but it's almost like a police state over here. Cammy said, it's almost like a police state. You better not say nothing out of turn around here.
you better keep your mouth shut, especially
That's
when
right.
you're around people.
You got that right. Go ahead, Katie.
And this is something that we personally can identify with. All right. So number one, naturally, as Black expats, as diasporas, as immigrants, again, try to find the right
yeah,
identity.
every word we say, y'all tell us don't say it. Don't call
But
yourself
you understand. You understand where I'm coming from. When we look toward Africa, we look to come to relocate here. We have our own reasons. However, among them is, I think it's shared across the board, is we want to come home and reconnect. We've said this many, many times. So what we come to find is that even though we share that
They
desire, we share that yearning to come back
They don't.
home,
Nigga,
and
you
to
ain't African.
reconnect. The reception is not always altogether the same.
I
Not to say
told you the reception, the people you're coming now to reconnect with are not ready for you. They are not ready to accept you back.
That's true.
You come to us and we are like, we don't want you here. Go back. This is now what. Imagine you're coming here. You're expecting me to receive you very well, but I'm like, why are you coming here? Go back. Very fast. Hostility.
say that we're not well received, because we are well received and very much welcome. However, how are we received? From what perspective or perception, I should say, are we received? And so that becomes a dilemma. What we found, and many who shared the same experience have found, is that we are not viewed or seen exactly the same way. Meaning, we're looking at it from the perspective of we're reuniting with our family. We're reuniting with our brothers and sisters, right?
Exactly, because you don't
Not
know
to say
about the
none of
tribal
them
mind
feel.
of African people, dude. You guys, I already know about it, so it won't bother me. I've experienced it, don't bother me. Because, motherfucker, I'm the boss. I go in and create the business. I'm the boss. I don't give a fuck what you think. See, you niggas went there, I'm just going to be with everybody. Nah, I'm the boss. So I don't give a fuck how you feel. God damn it. That's how he's supposed to move. Shit.
Basis, a lot of them put us in a category of foreigner.
Of course.
Even though we share the same skin color, even though we share the same features,
and you not understand the ignorance of African people. A lot of you guys. Let me explain this. Pause it for a second. Most African Americans are stupid. Sad enough, like most black people are stupid. So you haven't done your research to understand Africa. You haven't done that. You understand? You're going to a place where most people are ignorant. You're ignorant as well. You don't understand the tribal behavior of African people. So you feel somewhat hurt. And they say, oh, brother, come back in. Only time they do that is when they're trying to scam your ass. Hey, brother. Yeah, you better watch out that shit. So you not knowing that, you feel hurt. Me, I know that. I know that. So it don't hurt me because the Indians don't give a fuck about the African. Telling them the ones that are in Kenya that call themselves Indian, they don't give a fuck about the Africans. Say you're not Kenyan. They don't give a shit. The Chinese give a shit. The ones that live in China right now about the African. Tell them you're not that. You think the China man don't know he's not an African? He don't give a shit. He's a boss. So when I get back, I know I'm an African. I don't need no validation from other Africans. You know who validates me? The mirror. I look in the mirror and I see an African. I don't need other Africans in Rwanda, Kenya, Ghana, Nigeria to say I'm an African. And I know other white people call me a nigga and call me an African. So my validation is the mirror, not these other people. So I don't go back in with the fake assumption and they're gonna love me and be brotherly. No, I go back in as the boss. God damn it. The restaurant, I go back and own shit and give you a job. So whether they accept me or not, it's irrelevant to me. Because I know I'm African. I don't get my job. I didn't create the African society where they're ignorant. I didn't create the American society where we're ignorant. So I move and understand. So you can't hurt me. Oh, you're not an African. Hey, you better get back to work with that bullshit. I'm going to fire your ass. Yeah, all right, boss. Yes, right. I'm the boss and I'm an African. Go ahead.
Nonetheless, the general perception is we are foreigners to the degree that
exactly, you are foreigners. You don't belong here. You are foreigners. You should go back to where you came from.
And another thing, like you're saying, Katie, right? They don't even know that most Africans didn't even know about slavery. You Americans think exactly, Katie. I had to learn when I was young.
You decided to go and live in America. Just like I said, that you found yourself like you just decided to go and live in America. This is what these people think. So they just feel like these are foreigners coming to take everything from us.
Exactly, Katie.
They feel like you're coming to take everything from them.
You see what Katie said? Katie's so true. And what Katie's saying is so true because I've heard it with my own ears there. Katie's telling you the truth. And it's that self-hate. They don't say about the Chinese come and take everything. They're there to help us. They don't say Africa because they hate. That's the self-hate they were given through colonialism. They don't say that the Chinese, they say the Chinese and Indian are there to help. Us as African, we're there to take from them because they know, even instinctively down their soul, they know we're other African people. They know that. But since the self-hate is there, they're coming to take from me, coming to take my shit. So that's what Katie said, and that's real. That's true.
And by the fact that you're coming from America, you are rich, you have money, you have dollars.
Yeah.
So everything that is around me, you will buy it, and I will be left with a lot of nothing. So it is
the ignorance. And the sad fact what Kate said is true. When most of these Negroes coming to Africa are broke. They're broke. They can't afford to even live in the continent. So okay, they see you as money. They don't understand that you're living in poverty in America. How can anybody be? I had somebody tell me, but I think I was in Namibia. How can anybody in America be in poverty? I'm like, what? See, I didn't know the propaganda. I was still young. I said, what? Are you crazy? Yeah, you an American. How can anybody live in poverty in America? There's no poverty in America. I said, God damn. Go ahead, Katie.
As Muzungu, which really is a term that really identifies with the Caucasian, right? So we are Black Muzungu, as we have been told, and been referred to as Black Muzungu, and it's offensive. And of course, they don't mean to be offensive. However, when having that dialogue, when having that actual,
it's offensive to you because I'm light skinned. I was talking to Zungu that bothered me. I said, not them Zungu boss, nigga. Boss. Not them Zungu boss. Got that? Now get your ass back to work.
Offensive for us. Nonetheless, they still keep us held in that particular category. And so, the full exception, being fully accepted, it's still a bit of an issue.
But let me say why. I mean, because we're probably going to have that anywhere we go. People are always going to assume that if you're American, then you carry money.
And that's where we have.
Carry dollars. You have to give me dollars or you leave.
So as foreigner,
right? Foreigner equals money, and it's not. And that would be fine because we could, we're all day whatever. Dude.
We don't have no money,
but it's you're treated
exactly.
Like,
we ain't got no money. They don't. But they don't know that. They don't know you ain't got no damn money.
you're almost obligated to give up your money,
right?
And that's what people are tired of. Now, either you're obligated to give up your money.
I'm not giving you shit.
They can ask you, madam, do you have some money? If you say no, they're gonna come on this side of you. Madam, oh yeah.
Let me reposition myself. Maybe the lighting wasn't hit me right.
And follow you to the car to the point where you have to talk to yourself, like, don't snap. Listen, I don't have anything. So you feel like you're obligated.
It's a nation of beggars. They made African people a nation of beggars. That's not my fault. You better go talk to Kagame, nigga. See, but they made African people with Kenya and Ghana. I've seen the begging, but I understand it. But somehow, I give. But listen, you can't be around a bunch of people give money because everybody come to your ass. I had to learn that the hard way too. I was in Lagos. I gave somebody, I think it was $1 back then. And everybody seen it. I had like 30 niggas around me. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Dollar. We want dollar. We want dollar. We want dollar. I'm like, what? We want dollar. Give us dollar. Give us dollar. See, Lagos, they speak English. We want dollars. Give us dollars. Give us dollar. They keep saying, give us dollars. Aggressive and shit. Like, hey, I ain't got no more goddamn money. I gave him the last $1. Get the dollar from him. I ain't got no more dollars. Fuck out of here. Get your ass away from me. And so, yeah, that's I can't follow you back to the car. Dollar, please, dollar. Give me dollar. I give you a stiff uppercut, goddammit. Go ahead, Katie.
Another thing of what being treated as foreigners is constant staring at you. But this is what I'm noticing sitting outside. They're not staring at the Mzungos. Have you noticed that?
I've noticed that.
I'm like, they don't.
Mzungo
They don't-
meaning Caucasian, white.
The true meaning that they have.
Right.
So they don't stare at them. I don't see them circling them, harassing them, trying to sell their belts to them. But for us, as soon as we hit the ground,
Imagine you're treated worse than the Mzungu. The Mzungu is walking maybe on the road. They're not treated like these people, you know, like people now, the black expats are treated in a different way. But now when a Mzungu comes, he's not treated in any different way. They just walk. But when it comes now to you, and
Exactly right.
they want to surround you. They want to look at you in a weird way. They want to make sure that you feel uncomfortable.
Remember when I said, before damn, it's been that while ago before I had Katie, but I had Nish and G-Man, and I had everybody in Tanzania, right? And then I took everybody to Zanzibar, right? And what Katie just said is so true. Like the white people walking on the beach, the Maasai didn't bother them because the white people say, "Hey, get the fuck away from me! I don't want to buy none of that shit." That was done, right? White people having fun, wasn't being bothered. But Nish, G-Man, and John, and the other guy were on the beach. They just surround hands. Give me money. Give me money. Buy this. Buy this. Buy this. Buy this. Give me money. Buy this. And it was so funny because they were filming, the white people wasn't even being bothered. They wasn't saying shit to the white people. It's the colonizing of the African mind is the problem. And you're right, Jim Mosquito. You got to have street smart, sadly. A lot of African Americans, they don't have the street smart. They never, and understand, most African Americans, that's their first time ever traveling. They never left the country. Because like they said, they don't have the money. We're broke. Most of them are broke. So they've never left the country. Right? So imagine going to this is your first experience. So, somebody begging and talking crazy to you, don't know how to deal with. You can't compute it because you never been no damn way. You don't know they're giving you special deals because you hear your accent. If you kept your mouth shut, they wouldn't know you wasn't Rwandese. Because everybody thought Nish was Rwandese. Everybody thought she was Rwandese. I said, just keep your mouth shut and then see what happens. That Cammy and Spike talk. They gonna know that they from Kenya, but they gonna know they're Africans. You just keep your mouth shut. And at that time, they called Spikes and Cammy the foreigners. They turned to Nish and start talking to her like, "How do you know these Kenyans, sister?" They asked Nish, "How does she know them Kenyans?" Because they thought Nish was Rwandese. They turned to one. They said, "How do you know these Kenyans, sister? Where did you meet them?" That was the funniest shit. Because they thought that she was Rwandese because she kept her mouth shut. And asked, "How did she meet these foreign Kenyans?" How you know these Kenyans, sister?
you gotta buy this belt. I don't care. You said three times. You're gonna buy this belt. Okay. So it's not just all foreigners. It feel like it's just Black Americans,
and that's the feeling, and it becomes uncomfortable. But more than that, it becomes, again, as mentioned, it becomes, insulting in a sense, because we're trying to be able to connect. We're trying to build a relationship, to establish a rapport, which all of that, right? And we're hoping that we can be seen. We have enough of that in the States where we're not clearly seen. We're not seen, So our hope is that we can come here and we can be that we can be seen. So, not to belabor the point.
Yeah, you're caught in two places. You're in a country in America that doesn't accept you. Now you try to go back to Africa and they don't accept you. Okay.
you have nowhere to go.
Exactly. So that is hurtful. I get it. I understand it. But me, I'm thick skinned. Fuck, I come to be the boss. Fuck all that crying and shit. I get it. Of course you feel that way. And you go sentimental because you're African, like all African people. African people are soft, always soft hearted and shit. And you still got that African, and you're in America. You're still African. You can't change your DNA, so you're still soft hearted. You go to Africa, and we don't accept you, niggas. You're not even African. Get out of here. What? Why don't you accept us? They don't accept us in America. You're American, and the African American know you're not accepted as no American. And no America, you ain't no damn American. So you're like, damn, who am I then? I got no place to go. You know where you go, nigga? You go be the boss.
A key point as to why I could see, leading individuals not wanting to stay, wanting to really continue on their search and finding a place where they are more comfortable and received.
Another issue with not feeling like you're part of the community. One of the people were saying that constantly have to try to find someone to negotiate for you because you're being taken advantage of. So if you're trying to buy a car, knowing that this other person can get a car for 3,000, they're going to charge you 6,000.
Just
because, and they're just going to shoot their shot. So it's like, really? Okay. I've done it myself. I literally sat in the car and asked our driver at that time to go and find out how much a sink was. He said a price to him, and then I sent Giselle.
So you don't get the special prices. I told you. Yeah. See, that comes when you don't never know you travel. And I had to teach goddamn Cameron Spikes when they first left Kenya. I said, listen here. You're African, but you're from Kenya. They're going to hear your accent. You're going to get special deals, special pricing. See, these African Americans never travel. That has nothing to do with you being an African American. It has something to do, they hear your accent. And since Africa has been based on corruption, not fair, the prices change for you. That's not nothing to do with you being African American. That's just like I told Spice and say, hey, when I send you guys to Rwanda, understand you're going to get special deals. Your deals are going to be different because you have a Kenyan accent. Just don't get mad, just understand. So we're going to get a Rwandese individual to go with you guys. We'll meet them on the internet so you guys will have somebody that can speak for you and talk on your behalf, so you won't get these deals. That has nothing to do with you being an American, lady. I mean, the people that have talked to her, nothing to do with that. You're seen now as a meal ticket. Oh, that's an American. Let me up the price 2 and 3 times. That's traveling. You got to understand that. But see, most Black Americans have never traveled, never been anywhere. Most Black people ain't never left their goddamn city. I had to learn that growing up. Most Black people ain't never even left their goddamn city. So they don't know shit. Oh, is this because I'm African American? No, because you're different. And they think you have money. So that's what happened. It becomes unscrupulous. I don't care where you go at. If you was in Brazil amongst Black people down there, they would hear your American accent and charge your ass higher. It don't make no difference. So you need to know that. Stop taking everything personal. Shit. Oh, why they do that to me? Motherfucker, I'm the boss. I'm buying all this shit up. And I'm firing your ass.
But what are now we getting from these reviews from these people? It's that now when you come as a maybe Black expat, or rather not even Black expat, as when you come to an African country, maybe you're from Kenya, you're from other countries, you're not received the same. They don't accept you as the same people, like your brothers.
Exactly.
They don't accept you like.
And what Jenna Mosquito saying is true, Katie. Saying that You're right. We don't respect Africans. They're only white people. You're exactly right. That's where we've been conditioned. And the funny part about that, Jim Mosquito, we've been conditioned like that globally, here in America too. Black man can tell you something, shut up, nigga. And a white man will come back and say the same thing. It's like, oh, I never thought about that. That sounds so true. Black man just told you that 2 minutes ago. You say, hey, shut up, nigga. White man will come behind him and say the same thing. You're like, I get it. Thank you, Mr. White Man.
But anyway, let me go through the comments before we come to the end of our show for today. I see K. Williams is saying they are cool people doing good work over there in Rwanda. And also you're saying, Katie told me you can smoke a weed over there in the streets and drink. Where? Go and try that shit.
You better not smoke that shit in Rwanda. Lock your ass up.
General Scooter is saying the only issue I've been hearing from people settling in Africa so far is the scamming. The scamming is very heavy, but also the hatred. There's a lot of things happening. Like you'll get scammed, you'll get hated. They will not accept you. They will call you all sorts of names. They will call you foreigner. They will tell you go back to where you came from. You're not African, and a lot of things. And ICK Williams is saying that's jealousy and the hatred. Tell the Chinese and Indians to get out of your country. Very true. But we don't tell them. We end up telling our own people instead of telling now the foreigners. But I see General Scooter is saying, that's what I said, Katie. It is not because they are Americans. It is because they are better off. Africans hate on anyone who is doing better than them. It becomes part of the culture. And it is very sad. You should be happy when somebody is doing better than you, because you find now there's a chance for you getting better tomorrow, because this one is already blessed, and tomorrow might be your day. But I see K. Williams is saying they don't have to worry about that because most black people is not going over to Africa. Very true. Most of black people, or rather most black people in America, don't decide to come back to Africa because also I feel like now they feel Africa is very toxic for them. If you ask any African American about Africa, they will tell you it is very toxic. Africa is very toxic. This is what they will tell you.
Yeah, because they come in with a naive. I try not to be naive. I said, if you're gonna come, save your money in America first. So you're going as a boss, build something, employ people. Don't go in as just a regular African. Then you look, and then start educating. Stop being all soft and weak. Like most of you are African, it makes you still soft and weak. Understand, these people don't know you. Yes, you're coming back home to the continent. They don't know you came from the continent most of the time. Somebody can look at somebody black with the same head, call you Mzungu. They fucking retarded. You don't get mad. You say poor. You just smile and say poor thing. Yes, I'm Mzungu. Now get back to work, nigga. Get back to work. Chop chop. Get back to work. you don't get all upset and be crying and get all mad. You say
people have different reactions. So
I know they do, Katie.
Headed, but we have so many people who will not take that. They'll find they'll find it very tough for them. But for people who are tough-headed like us, that is not something that we
exactly. Stay tough with it. I love Africa because Africa is family. Africa's underdeveloped. So if you go back in with an idea to develop it and to build, I don't give a shit what nobody say. Hey, you and them Zunga. I said, that's right. Get back to work, nigga. Get back to work. Ain't gotta come to me again. What he say? What he saying?
No, I was reading the comments.
Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead, Katie.
General Mosquito is saying, my mother bought a house in Ghana back in 2006. The builders doing construction work on the house set her up and robbed her. Oh my God,
wow.
That is terrible.
Does she still got the? I heard the story. Does she still own the house, the Mosquito? Did she sell it? So I'm out of here, niggas. I'm going back to England. I'm going back to be with the queen niggas. You know bastards. Hey, Jim Mosquito, Jim Mosquito, does your mother still own the home, or did she sell it? And see, that's the kind of stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it 100. Don't get mad at me, General. If people ask, why did you build Black Eyed Fire in Ghana or Nigeria? I said, oh no, nigga, no way, no way.
You're also afraid of the hostility and the aggressiveness of the Nigerians.
I said, no way. The scamming in Ghana and Nigeria puts Kenya on, makes Kenya look like babies, Jack. No. Oh, no. The amount of scamming in Ghana and Nigeria makes the Kenyans look like little baby scammers. Shit. Oh, no.
Oh, you know what Squito is saying? Nigerians appear aggressive, but that's how they are. If you don't know that, you'll think they wanna fight you. And also, ICK Williams is saying, I was on my way to visit Kenya, and Katie told me to stay on my ass in America because I'm not one of them. So she has the same mindset. Now, okay, you can keep your ass there, but then if I say that,
just like look, the way Katie's dressed in her hat right now. Let's say we drop Katie into anywhere in America. If Katie didn't open her mouth and just smiled, people wouldn't even know Katie was Kenyan at all. They would say, "Hey, shorty, what's happening?" She got, the smile. They wouldn't even know Katie was Kenyan at all. That's a fact. At all. But go ahead.
General Scooter is saying the stress levels around the planet has increased drastically because of COVID. So people are more hostile in general too. I don't think so. I don't think this is because of COVID. Even before, we could see people coming from America and they are not accepted the same way. Like that's a different type of treatment because we have grown around now people who has their children in America, and every time, because they are our neighbors, they are close friends, they are family friends, every time their children are coming from America, we have to be we have to be told earlier before they come. My daughter is coming from America, they are coming to visit, so I wait for them, and then when they come, they have to bring us gifts. If they don't, nobody is going to talk to them. I
don't got no gifts. I'm broke in America. How wrong with you?
You have to come with gifts because I'm not talking to you without anything. You have to bring me chocolates.
I bring you a kick in the head. but look, Jim Mosquito, you're right. Your mom still kept out. She put an electric fence around and unplugged the goddamn battery so they won't steal the car. That's the kind of craziness. And years ago, and that's what I didn't know when I first got to Tanzania. It helped me good because I know Swahili, and I was called an Mzungu a bunch of times. And I didn't even know what the hell that was.
Even here, when you speak English, people will call you Mzungu. Even here, when you become light, when you're light, they will call you Mzungu. Like Africa, it is normal. Me, I've even it's something that I've adapted to. It's something that I find it's something normal because when you become light, you are a Mzungu. When you speak in English, Mzungu. You hear so many people calling you Mzungu. Where Mzungu?
I'm about to ask Katie. Katie always did. I'm about to ask her. She had been called an Mzungu. I was just about to ask her because I knew she had to have been, especially down in Tanzania. I knew she had to be I didn't know. Katie knew the language. I didn't even know what the fucking Mzungu was. So imagine me, Mzungu. Hey, what's going on, brother? Yeah, Mzungu. That's what's up. I know they was calling me a white man. I didn't even know.
They will call you Mzungu all the time. When you speak English, they will call you Mzungu. When you're white, they will call you Mzungu. It's just something you have to get normal. Like
See, I'm like Katie said it. I didn't even know what it was. And then when I learned it, it still didn't bother me. Yeah, what's up? What happened? Exactly.
You know you're not a Mzungu, so it's nothing to bother you.
Exactly, Katie. I'm like, exactly. I know exactly. I know when I'm Mzungu.
Some people will call me Mzungu, and I'm like,
See?
how am I even light? I'm not even that light for you to confuse me with a Mzungu. Why dare you call me Mzungu? I just keep quiet and pass, okay? That's nonsense, because I am not a Mzungu, you know. I'm not a Mzungu. I'm not even that light like the Mzungu. I'm not even pink. But they're just ignorant.
I never been called whitey, Jim Mosquito. But I have been called Mzungu. Now I know what I mean. But like Katie said, even when I did know it, it didn't bother me. Now I know I'm not a Mzungu. That's their ignorance. I'm gonna get mad about them being ignorant. I say, hey, nigga, yeah, I'm gonna get to work, get that street clean. I'm an Mzungu. So you can't get angry about other. I'm with Katie. You can't get mad about other people's ignorance. I'll be mad at all day long. I'll be mad because they call me a Mzungu. That's their ignorance, not me. I know I'm not a Mzungu.
To make you angry. It is not something to make you angry. Just because somebody decided to call you Mzungu and you're not a Mzungu, why are you mad, bro? You're not a Mzungu. Why are you getting angry? Even when you're a Mzungu and you're called a Mzungu, you just get happy, you know.
That's right. But I bet they're Mzungu. And you know that the real Mzungu ain't gonna call you an Mzungu. He knows you ain't no Mzungu.
Sometimes even, you know, there are so many idle men out here. So when you find them, we call them kamageras. They are those people who fill buses, like public transport. So when you're walking, maybe where they are, they will call you all sorts of names. Where Mzungu, where Siju Mevanini, like you've dressed in a wrong way, you've done this. You just knock them and pass. And you just knock them. Or sometimes you even say hi to them. They called you Mzungu. Where Mzungu? Hey, Mambo. And you just
you got that. See, Katie's got thick skin. You African Americans. Oh, they come in Mzungu. Why?
You know, sometimes also I'll blame you. Sometimes you come here with a lot of expectations, with so much expectations, but the people you are expecting you to treat the way you want to be treated are not thinking like you're thinking. So if you find me here and I treat you in a different way, you just accept it, and then if you can stay away from me, just avoid me. And you move on with your life. You know, it is not
Katie.
It is not a matter. This one called me Mzungu. This one treated
me like Katie's tougher. We call it African. Katie's not tough. We call it African docile. Katie's being tough and tell the truth. You African Americans are the soft one. Oh, call me the Mzungu. Why? I am so sad. Why don't they love me and hug me and call me welcome back African? No, you
don't have to migrate from Rwanda just because somebody treated you like a foreigner. Of course, you are not here. You came from a different continent. You expect me to treat you the same, the way I'm treating people I grew up with. No, I will not be able to treat you the same way I'm treating people I grew up with. But you have to accept that we have grown in different areas, different environments, and you have to accept me the way I am. So if I call you Mzungu, you just keep quiet, or you just say hi and you'll be happy about it, because at the end of the day, you know you're not a Mzungu. It's not something to make you angry all day.
This video needs to go viral, damn it. Give me every African American.
It is not something to get angry. You know you're not a Mzungu. You don't have to relocate, wasting your money just because somebody told you you're a Mzungu, you are a foreigner. Of course, you came to Africa. You found me here. You are not raised in Africa. We grew up in two different environments. And I I was raised knowing that these people from America, they are Mzungu. So why are
Right.
you getting mad when I call you Mzungu?
Exactly.
No, it is not something to. It is not that personal, my people. It is not that personal. This is not something to make you frown
Katie
all
for
day.
president. Katie for president.
But anyway, family, we are coming to the end of our show for today. Asanteni sana for being with us on today's episode. If you go out there and somebody calls you Mzungu, just smile and say hi to them. You're not a Mzungu at the end of the day. But anyway, much love to you. Hope to see you on the next episode of the Rhythm
Exactly.
Scoop Show.
But they don't know that. Exactly right, you mosquito. Black people in America don't want to be called, say that they're white. But they are complimenting you because they see you closer to white because they worship white people. But in African, you're like, hey, I'm not no white person. I'm black. I'm African. Shut up, nigga. Keep it moving. Grow up.
Yeah, Kaherini, much love, family.
Go
Thank
ahead,
you for
family.
being with us on
Great
today's show.
episode, Katie. This was funny. Great
Yes,
episode.
please make sure you smash that like button as you
Pass
leave.
the like button.
Yeah.
Hey, hope this goes viral on Rumble, like same way Joby's did. We got 4,000 views over there on Rumble. Shit. We got 4,000 views on the video. I'm like, damn. Let's start going live. I'm gonna figure out how to go live on Rumble this weekend. But anyway, much love, y'all.
Much love. Ambassador for the church. Ambassador for the church.
No, before you with them, Lord Jesus. Yeah, my country problem in Jesus. Because now we be our own problem. Now who God easy
Wait. Ambassador for the church. When I say Poco jump.